Hi guys. Okay, so I did some cutting and this is what I ended up with. I managed to fussy cut that whole page, so I have some little elements here which I could probably end up using these to kind of camouflage the end cuts, like this one for example. That'd overlap that really nicely. So I was really satisfied with how I ended up fussy cutting those, although it does a number on your fingers. At least mine, it did. It hurt. It hurts here, here, and here, I think, after fussy cutting all of this stuff. But it'll be well worth it because now I'll have stuff to actually embellish with that same paper line. Fun to use up. I didn't cut like these down because I figured I'd use them as I'd use the trimmer, since I can't cut a straight line to save my life. And then what I haven't done is done the stamping because that was upstairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for a minute. I'm gonna go look at the coordinating colors to pull out some inks that I may have and to stamp out some words so that way I have them ready with the embellishment. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape this into the notebook that I have. I'll see you here when we're done. Okay, so I'm here at the last part of my die cutting. These are all the paper strips. So those are the browns are the paper strips that I'm not going to use, even though that looks cute. See, like that. I'm just taking a chance on this to see if I would end up using these paper strips, and even more so if they are in like tiny words type of deal. With background papers, I don't know, but I figured I'd give it a shot and see if I like it. If I end up using these or picking these up a lot more, then it's something that I'll try to keep or incorporate, and if it isn't, then it's not a loss for me because they would go in the trash either way. So I'm going to start with these strips in a blue, but I'm also going to bring out black, and I don't know if I'll do the brown, but I know I have some brown stuff here. And definitely I also have some gray, so I'll do those colors. Maybe I'll bring in a pink or a red because I know I have some here and in this strip here, but we'll see. We'll just go with this for now. I'm just gonna go down the roller stamp and try and get them inked all the way. I probably don't have to press that hard because rubber end is showing, but the foam is probably being too much. And this is a little bit bouncy, so I'm gonna try that. These are more like journaling prompts too, so I don't know that I might end up using these. But I'm gonna stamp them out nonetheless. Those are getting a lot better. I like that they don't have the little stamp divot thing. Some of them even still have the raw edge. So those say, I love you because, make time for, and oh my. So those are some of the examples. And these are all in the blue ink. I couldn't think of the word. This one says, let's go. Oh, I wobbled it too much. There we go. Yep. And I'm gonna stamp 2 on this one. And so that's basically what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to add them to the notebook, and once I'm done stamping this, I'll go ahead and show you the notebook. I'm trying to use the sentiments. I'm trying to use more stamping so it doesn't hurt what color the sentiment is on. That came a little bit better. I like these kind of like washi strips, so I'm just going to leave those like that. I might not end up using this one, so I'm done with that one. Okay, yeah, so I was going to show you so that's what they look like. There we go. And I used the pink roller free stamp, but I did want to show you what my die cuts and my fussy cut stuff ended up looking like. This is from the Project Life, and so is this. Oh, and so is this. I ended up gluing these by putting some glue stick on it, and it goes on purple and it dries clear, so when I need them it'll be able to rip off, and then I won't have to worry about separating these into another, like my sticker binder, which I did do extras. I had lots of extras of the paper cutting stuff, and I put all the numbers together. Here's some more die cuts. Now these were all from Project Life cards or from the 6x6 paper or the cut apart sheets. Here's that floral paper I cut up. It was well worth my time. You can start seeing some ticket stubs, and this was from a little 6x6, I think. So these are all from Fifth and Frolic, or I think that was a cut apart sheet. Here are some more tickets, and this was a whole sheet. All the extra brown ones I put in my binder. I figured this was a lot of frames, and I tend not to, frames are something that I really don't use. So, because I find them difficult for whatever reason. Unless they're like a journaling spot, then frames, that's probably the only thing I use frames for. But I like them, they're colorful, and they added an extra element that I could embellish with. So I stuck them in here to try and use them this way. So this was a whole sheet. I knew I wouldn't use it as a background page or a scrapbook page, so I cut it up. Same with this one. This is a whole page, 12 by 12 page of little envelopes, and I cut them up and I put them in here. Then these were also cut aparts, I think. This is from Lucky Charm. This was an 8.5 by 11. This was two 12 by 12, or no, two 6 by 6 little sheets in the Neapolitan. The same with these little cut aparts. And then this is more cut aparts from that sheet. These are the only two that I found in this Fine and Dandy 6x6 that I wanted to cut out. I could have cut this out as well, and maybe this little element, but it had a journaling strip and hearts, and then this one was just a phrase with journaling lines, so I left it like that. Since I already did the cut aparts, I'm gonna try and get some of these words on here. I also put the extras, the extra. I had tons of extra stuff, so I put them in color code in my sticker binder, and what I could run through my Xyron sticker maker, like these envelopes from Lucky Charm, like these I use the mounting squares or the adhesive squares, but stuff that I could fit, like I'm looking for the little envelopes. All of these I ran through the Xyron, and they ended up being stickers. So now I have stickers. They're ready to go, sticker binder. And now I have multiple places where I have different colors, and I don't have to use these. These don't say that they're from a Lucky Charm collection. These are just in reference to color in my color binder, if you will. They have another chance to be used elsewhere. The same with the blue ones here. I just put them under this sticker sheet like this because I didn't want to bother taking them off the sheet, so I did this, and then I ran those through the sticker maker. So those are all stickers. I think that's about it. Oh, here come the frames, I think. If you hear my kids, they're downstairs, they're watching TV. Here's some more of the envelopes, and then I think you already saw the frames. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's what I did so far with all the cut aparts. So anyway, that's the other thing that I wanted to share. If you have any questions or comments, this is going to be lengthy, but if you have any questions or comments, or leave me a comment down below if you have any other suggestions for scraps or cut aparts, or if you think this is a good idea. If people that don't, can only invest in the paper pads, this would be a good way to find yourself embellishments or make yourself journaling spots. If you have friends that collect Project Life cards, or if you know somebody that that would be willing to trade with you, I look for the ones that I can cut apart, because I know these are Project Life cards, and so that helps me, because I always get suckered into buying those, but I never use it. I don't Project Life. I don't do that in the form that it's intended. And so this for me is something that I like. I overlap these because I know it's the same motif or the same thing. So that's why it doesn't bother me that they're overlapped. But like in this one over here in the front, I made sure that I could see all of them clearly. So, and I think this is where I just got the idea from stamping them. One, because I don't stamp, and two, because the decision is already made for me, and it's already in my book, and it's ready to be picked off and ready to be used, versus taking out my ink, pulling out the ink pad, deciding which roller date stamp or phrase stamp or a set of stamps, go rummaging through all my stamps, and then, pick a color and this and that. It's just done. So that's why I'm liking this whole thing with the phrase. I'm going to add the phrases here. I'm going to do the rest of the paper strips, and then I'm going to add them all here, and then they'll be ready for me for whenever I need them. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. I don't know if it'll be organizational or scrapbooking related, well, or scrapbooking in general, but for now I have tons of die cuts that I still have to organize, or die cuts that can be made into stickers. So yeah, leave me a comment down below, and or leave me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.